Olivia, check your whispers. Risen Ghost? Okay, gift kind. Do you think Opal Bay Island is a good deal? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't know. I'm not looking at other listings on Turnip Exchange at the moment. See, the thing is like I'm always a little weary of. I don't see Opal Bay. No, like that's not even worth opening your island for. Like, who would go to an island and pay money and Nook miles for only 165? Well, you know, some of these DIYs I actually needed. Tell me. Well, you know, the what I was going to actually say this. I probably shouldn't say this. The fact that I've watched a couple of your streams, and there's nothing wrong with your streams except people want to actually be able to see and hear the person that they're streaming, like who they're watching. And you don't have a camera. And I think you've talked in a few videos, like I think you've had a mic on for a few of them, but most of them you don't. Um, but no, I don't have any real secrets though. Because here's the thing, Olivia, you and I both know that female streamers tend to do better on Twitch just in general because of the fact that they're girls. Well, I don't usually go to any islands that require a fee anymore. I usually will wait for one that's either like I don't mind. Like actually, I should not say that. Like I don't mind if they're asking for like if they're sitting there saying, "Hey, two Nook tickets," and that's it. Cool, no problem. I'll give you Nook tickets all day long. I don't care. But I don't usually go to any islands that's asking for money. And that's also one of the reasons why I've never asked for tips ever. I will always have a list of things that I'm looking for, hence what I have. If people want to give them to me, great. If they don't, that's fine too. I'm not doing this because I want stuff. I'm doing it because I know how frustrating it can be when you need to sell your turnips. Anything I can do to help other people get rich quickly on Animal Crossing, I'll do. Uh, I don't know where you put this alleged gift. Jalek? I don't even want to know how to pronounce that name. To put it in perspective, I've been so distracted, I didn't even realize that there's 3 different names now completely on the turnip list. And I know at least one person is still on the island that is no longer on the list here. I know Olivia is on the island, but that's because I invited her personally, because her and I are friends in real life. I mean, if you can count one of my former employees as my friends. This dude looks familiar too. This is Splinter Cell dude. And that's fine if I personally don't believe in charging. Okay, who's here? Who's on my island? Yeah, Mimsy is still here. Mimsy left the thing. Okay, Vinny. Okay, so yeah, there's. Well, we are friends, right, Olivia? Like, sure, but like, here's the thing, and I agree with what you're saying, but I will say this too. Um, I've seen people. I've seen people do ones where they literally put "please no tips," like they're literally telling you, "Please don't give me anything," and they still get people still leave them money. I've put up stuff where I've said no tips required and didn't even mention anything else, and people still leave me money. So, aw, thanks, Olivia. I miss you guys too, a lot. Nothing against my current staff. I love my current staff too. They're great too, but those were good times back at 1867. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Try the beach to the right. Well, I'm on the beach to the right, so I'll keep going right, I guess. Maybe. I'm sorry. Did I black out there for a second? Olivia, weren't you literally just standing beside me and dropping a couple things that I started picking up, and now you're. Seriously, did I black out? What the hell? Like, seriously, wasn't she standing right there? Actually, speaking of 1867, this is before. It was before you guys actually worked at 1867. But my Facebook memories today. I think it was today. Yeah, 10 years ago today. Let's see. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I took that panoramic picture of the store at one of the midnight launches. Um, I don't remember what it was for. I want to say it was for one of the Pokemon games. And by the way, the dude. I thank you for the follow, Mushroom. Nice. That dude right about there, dead center in the middle, wherever the middle is, next to the dude in the green. That's Luke, by the way. You're very welcome. 1,000 though. Wow. I sold a lot today too. I had quite a bit myself. Yeah. I want to say it was one of the Pokemon games. I think it was a midnight launch for one of the Pokemon games. I don't remember which one. It was before you guys all started working there, or maybe not. Maybe Luke was working. Maybe Matt and Luke were working there already. I'm not sure if you had transferred there yet or not. You might have still been at Ancaster at the time. I don't remember, but either way, that was one of the midnight launches, and I took that picture. And that came up on my Facebook memories today. Yeah. So he said beach on the right. This is the beach on the left. Like my wife. Don't know left from right. I've lost track of who's here again. Okay, so this is Katie. Interesting. Oh, it's okay. I get distracted and I kind of stop paying attention, and then I just always like try to double check to make sure the names who are up are the names who are actually on the island. Love when they twirl their shovel before they dig. Okay, yeah, so obviously we know Katie's here. And that's it. So did Kitty come and go already, or did I see that's what I get worried about, right? I'm not sure. Katie and Shelly on the list before. There's Shelly there now, that's fine. But Kitty's been on the list for at least 10 minutes. And I'm not sure if Kitty's already come and gone, or whether Kitty's actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I'm not sure if Kitty's still like come and gone, or whether she just hasn't come at all yet. Obviously, Shelly's here and Katie's here, but yeah, I don't know. That's what happens. I get distracted. Yeah. No, I figured that part out. These new Wi-Fi shovels and their lag. Gonna dig me a hole. Gonna put a nerd in it. Low battery? Unacceptable. It's not like the controller's been on all day. Oh, this lag. Alright, let's go plant some flowers. A lot of people seem to like Sherb. I like Sherb too, don't get me wrong. Well, yeah, no, I don't think I'd be able to explain it very well over a stream anyways. Do you just normally stream directly from like your console or whatever, or? Da 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 da. Oh, okay. What PVR do you have? So actually, here's another funny story involving work from back when. So I had the Elgato HD60. Huh. Not familiar with that one. So yeah. Anyways, I had the Elgato HD60, and I'd used it a few times on an old laptop. Didn't work great, but that was mainly because of the laptop, not so much because of the thing. Will, my old assistant manager, Olivia's other old boss, asks me one day if he can borrow it because he wants to use it to capture some video, not to stream. He just wants to use it to capture some video from his Xbox for some stuff or whatever, and whatnot. So I take it into work, no problem. So I take it into work and I lend it to Will. And I don't remember how long Will has it for. Maybe a month or so. Not really too sure. Either way, one day, when I decided that I wanted to try and get back into doing streaming on a more regular basis again, because I had part of the reason why I lent it to him was because I wasn't using it that much because I didn't really have a good computer, and I had gotten a slightly better computer, so I was like, oh, maybe now's a good time to give it a go and see if we can make something of this and so forth. And so I was like, okay, I should dig out my Elgato. Convinced, I'm sure Will had given it back to me. But do you think I could find it anywhere? No, couldn't find it anywhere. Looked everywhere. I even call Will one day and I'm like, hey man, and this is, by the way, long after I've transferred out of that store to my current store. Will's not even with the company anymore, etc. And I call him up one day and I'm like, hey man, I thought you did, but by any chance, do you still have my Elgato? And he's like, no man, I gave that back to you like a long time ago. I said, yeah, I thought so too, but I cannot find it for the life of me. I have no idea where it is. Fast forward to last year. Oh, sorry. Quick part. So I ended up buying a new Elgato capture device. I got a different one now. This one's a much simpler setup too. It's so much easier to use. But anyways, I get the new one, and I've been using it. It's been fine and so forth. And then fast forward to a year ago, and I get my new car. So I had a Ford Fusion. It wasn't under warranty anymore. It was starting to get a little So I was like, let's get a new vehicle. So my wife and I go, we trade it in, we go see them, we get them to, okay, we got a great deal on the trade-in, so forth, buy a brand new vehicle. So that night, because we're going to go back the next day to pick up the new vehicle, I get home, I'm like, well, I better clean out the car, right? Get all my stuff out of there. I open up the center console, and I clean it out, and there's like a little hidden compartment underneath it. I pull the hidden thing out to get to the hidden compartment just to make sure there's nothing in there. And what do I find in the stupid hidden compartment? My Elgato HD60. So what had happened was I obviously when Will gave it back to me, I must have taken it to my car to make sure I wouldn't forget to take it home, and I obviously put it in the center console and forgot all about it. And so it's probably sat in my car for about 3 years or longer. Actually, definitely longer. Because again, Will would have given it back to me before I transferred to the current store, and it would have been 4 years at that store. So we're talking maybe 5, 6 years. This thing was probably sitting in my console in my car. I called Will and I told him, and he just laughed at me for about 10 minutes straight. Thank you for the follow. Oh, God. So, yeah. So now I've got another capture card. Plus, I've also got what's called an HD cloner box. Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, I've got the thing called an HD cloner box, which I actually used in between this and the current one. It worked okay, other than there was a delay. So, like, with this one, if I press a button and you see me press the button on webcam in real time, you'll see on the thing it reacts, right? When I used the cloner box, which was interesting that it even worked for this, but when I used the cloner box, there'd be a delay. So I would do something, I'd see it in real time on my TV, but the stream even would be off compared to the webcam. So like if something happened, like for example, I remember I was doing a stream and I was playing, I think, Fall Guys, and I fell. And I was like, ah! And people who were watching were like, what? And then a few seconds later, they actually saw me fall.